Good morning, guys. So, welcome to week 3, where I talk about my premarital counseling package, right? In week 3, we talk about dating, sex and affection, and relationship roles. Talk about hot topics, huh? There will be a workbook that you'll be working from, and you get to do some activities, discussion questions around dating, sex and affection, and relationship roles. Now, we all know what comes around dating, right? The awkward feelings of learning, actually engaging someone that you're interested in, right? But then finally meeting your person and making that step towards, okay, we're gonna get married. Do you think dating stops there? No. Dating continues when you're married. And what does that look like when you do get married? So we talk about that in depth and create ways that you can continue to create happy memories within your relationship through continuously dating each other, which I think is very important, because it gets to a point where you're just doing your day-to-day, and what is it that keeps the fire going, or the love of enjoying each other's company? We talk about dating in depth. Now, sex and affection, there's this big old myth that once you get married, the sex dies. Is that true? No, but it can be true if you allow that to be your narrative. So we get to talk about what your sex and affection looks like now. What's your love language? How do you want to be loved? How you receive love? And once you get married, once you get into the day-to-day and the planning of your life and trying to reach your goals together, how does sex and affection impact your relationship over time? So we go through it in depth, and we talk about the nitty and the gritty, and I give you some great techniques and tips around sex and affection in marriage, so that way you can continue to grow your relationship, but then also talk about concerns that may come up over time that can impact your sex and affection, whether it be conflict, health, or just stress. Stress is a big killer of mood, and how do you handle that when your partner is highly stressed out, but you still want sex and affection, right? So premarital counseling helps you do that. And then lastly, relationship roles. So relationship roles is that cusp that we go into before we get into like parenting, discipline, and I'll talk about that more in week 4 and 5. But with relationship roles, it's very important to establish some expectations in your relationship. And yeah, it may be cliche-ish in this time to create roles, but I think setting up expectations, meaning roles and who does what in the relationship, can be actually helpful, because you can understand the behavior of your partner, but then also kind of build some predictability where you're not stepping on each other's toes or asking, well, why is this not done when it should have been done? Learning how to agree to things and following through with them, creating commitments in your relationship that can allow your partner to see your reliability through the things that you guys come up with for one another, whatever that may be, which it could be who plans the date this time, who's to take out the garbage, who's to keep tabs on the refrigerator filter. Something as small or something as big are all important to talk about when you're married, and roles helps you set that up. Now, do you want roles throughout your entire relationship? Maybe not. But in the beginning, it's helpful to start to develop roles and things that you're expecting each other to do, so that way you can understand accountability, reliability, security, and being able to just keep up with things as your life grows with one another. So that's week 3 in premarital counseling. And remember, all these topics may have other little subject titles with it that we can talk about within premarital counseling, but that comes up only if you take my 5-week premarital counseling package. So if you're interested in taking premarital counseling, DM me and let's talk and see if you're a good fit for my program. Peace.